We literally have a flood of WWE rumors, news, and headlines. And remember, we are going to have impact on the viewers and the subscribers because we're going to take your feedback, your comments, your questions, and your shout-outs. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, we have a flood. It's an almost overstock of rumors, news, and headlines in this very video. Share, subscribe, smash that bell, leave your comments. Very crucial to comment, share, subscribe, like, and smash that bell and turn on all notifications. We're going to start at the very top with your questions because remember, I want to be more social, interactive, and I want to show the viewers and subscribers that I care. I'm going to put more time into these videos. Now, in order to have your questions answered, all you got to do is like my official Facebook fan page. That's Sean's View N on Facebook over on Facebook. So if you want your questions, just ask them on my fan page or leave me a message on my fan page and I'll answer your question live. Sean, this is coming from Dave Richmond. Who is your favorite WWE star on SmackDown Live and who is your least favorite Raw star? Well, right now, my favorite WWE star on SmackDown Live, it would have been John Cena, but John Cena is no longer there. So I'd have to go with AJ Styles or Baron Corbin. And my least favorite Raw star, remember, to ask your questions, ask them on my official Facebook fan page, Sean's View N on Facebook, over on Facebook. But my least favorite Raw star right now. Now, are you concerning like the kind of heat they get? You know, if they're a bad guy. I mean, I don't know what sense you're meaning, but if I'm looking at it, least favorite Raw star. Wow, that's a good question. I'm trying to think now. I mean, obviously, I don't like everybody. I mean, I could tell you who I am a fan of, but that's not your question. I'm going to answer your question as is. What is my least favorite Raw star? And viewers and subscribers, not only when I answer these questions, I want your answers to these questions because, you know, they're going to be compelling and intriguing. Least favorite Raw star. Wow. You know what? I'm just going to go with David Otunga. I mean, because he's a wrestler / commentator. Well, he's supposed to be coming back to commentate Monday Night Raw. I'd go with David Otunga. I don't really know right now, but it's a good question there, Dave. Good question. Question number 2. You know what? I'll go with just to give you a legitimate one on that because I mean David Otunga is not a wrestler active right now, but I guess I'll go with Bo Dallas. I guess I could go with Bo Dallas. All right, number 2, and there's only 4 questions I'm going to answer. Okay, Sean, big fan from Ray J. I don't know if that's his actual name, but Ray J. Sean, big fan. My question is, can you start booking Raw again and do longer videos? And you should be on the creative team. And would you want to be on the creative team? Well, if it was only me and 2 or 3 other guys, I wouldn't mind. But I wouldn't want to be on a creative team with 20 or 30 guys when they're shooting down my ideas. Because we all know Vince Russo returned to the WWE creative team in 2002. And it didn't welcome him with open arms. It wasn't too enjoying. It wasn't too compelling. You know, if you have an idea, it gets manipulated. It gets castrated. But I'll stop booking Monday Night Raw as if I were booking it myself. If that's popular, if I get enough views, comments, subscribers, and smashing that bell and turn on all notifications, sure, I'll start booking Raw again. I did enjoy doing that, but since 98% of my subscribers are not getting my videos and I'm only getting 100 views a video, it's kind of tough to put out videos when no one's watching because YouTube doesn't give a damn to put out my videos. So that's why I always stress it's important to subscribe, refresh my YouTube channel multiple times a day, and smash that bell. But yes, I'll book Raw again, but no, I would not want to be on the creative team unless it was only 2 or 3 other guys. Question number 3, will SmackDown ever become 3 hours? This coming from Eric Johnson. I hope not. Not with how SmackDown has become. Listen, earlier on in the year, SmackDown was good. It was solid. It was the kind of TV you would want to watch. It was something you were glued to. But now SmackDown, I don't even know what's happening to SmackDown now. It's become bad. It's become rotten. It's not really become watchable. It's almost becoming Monday Night Raw, and I'm sad to say this. As bad as Raw is, if I were to choose, I think I'd choose Monday Night Raw right now. The 4th and final question before we get into rumors, news, and headlines. Huge fan, Sean. My question is, my question is, when will the next boom era in professional wrestling start? When will the next boom era in wrestling start? That question is going to Brian S. He didn't want me to say his full last name. So Brian S., when will the next boom period in wrestling start or begin? You know what? The way the WWE, the way professional wrestling is going, that's challenging to ask. I don't even know if it's going to be in my lifetime. I mean, we saw the 80s with the Hogan, the Andre the Giants, the Ultimate Warriors. We've seen the new generation. We saw the Attitude Era. We saw the Ruthless Aggression Era. Now the PG era, the watered-down version. I don't really necessarily know if we're going to see it in the next 5 or 10, maybe in 20 years. Because, you know, to see the next boom, the wrestling business as a whole needs to change. It needs to change. And I'm talking the characters. I'm talking about the storylines. I'm talking about the progress of the show. I'm talking about the evolution of the show. We're getting wrestling circa 1975. We're getting wrestling with no logic, no twists, no turns, no stories, no developments. And the characters are not allowed to be themselves. The promos are watered down. It's just not good. So I don't think we're ever going to see another boom in wrestling ever again. And when you're talking about boom, are you talking about the ratings or the attendance? Because ratings and attendance are at an all-time low. So there you go. So now let's get into the rumors, the news, and headlines. 2 former world champions on their way back to the WWE. Goldberg says, ask your boss. Hey, man, never say never, according to SI.com. Hey, man, never say never. Stranger things have happened. I did sit around for 13 years and then suddenly appeared in the ring. Let's just say it ain't going to take nearly the effort to get me ready again that it did last time. I'll see you on the rebound for damn sure. It seems as if he's already prepared for another comeback, and Goldberg could be back in a WWE ring at some point in the future. Now, according to SI.com, another former world champion in WWE, Rob Van Dam, on his recent talks with WWE and a possible return to the promotion upon what is being seen, read, and heard. During the interview on SI, Rob Van Dam spoke about a potential return to the company. The former WWE champion hasn't been seen on WWE television since he left the company in 2014. Van Dam said the following: I'm looking at 24 matches, all international, booked over the next 12 months. I don't have any plans to share, but there is also a possibility of a return to WWE. I've talked to WWE recently, but it's about the new video games that are coming out. That was more of business talk about that, but when the business is right and it's the right time to go back, that of course is always a possibility. Now, according to Wrestling Inc., Stone Cold Steve Austin talked about not being Stone Cold and just being Steve Austin. Austin discussed about not being Stone Cold anymore. After being away from wrestling for so long, Austin said he's happy to leave that persona behind him and doesn't want that character to overlap with his current work on the Broken Skull Challenge. These days when I wake up, and you got to remember, it's been 14 years since I've been doing that job. I am Steve Austin, period, he said. There's no Stone Cold before it. Now I can be going down the street where I live, and someone will go, hey, Stone Cold, I got all that. I get that all the time, but that's not what I'm trying to be out there. Out there, I want to be a blowhard. I don't want to trash talk anybody, and I don't want to belittle or demean anybody. Now, via Sportskeeda, the WWE is planning to book the first ever Women's Royal Rumble next year at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Fans are highly likely to be pleased with the plan for Raw and the pending announcement of the Women's Royal Rumble. However, the SmackDown plans could potentially trump everything reported so far, according to the Dirty Sheets of Sportskeeda. The current plan is for SmackDown to put the SmackDown Women's Championship on Charlotte Flair and build towards a SmackDown Women's Championship defense against former UFC champion Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania next year for 2018, and that would be absolutely phenomenal. Now, viewers and subscribers, that is the latest rumors, news, headlines, but that's not all. We ain't got to... Remember, you know how Raw used to leave you, on the edge of the seat and leave you in anticipation in what's going to happen next? Paige is going to be returning to SmackDown Live. Her return is coming. She's been training at the WWE Performance Center, and she's not going to be on Raw. She's not going to be at NXT. She's going to be at SmackDown. I think SmackDown could definitely use her because you know what? Paige and SmackDown could need that reboot. They could need that refresh, that anticipation, that expectation. It's been a long time since we've seen Paige in a ring, but she's potentially and really at the Performance Center to get back in ring shape. Because you know what? For being away that long, you can know all the moves. You can have the business and the history of it and the blood in your business and in your family, but it's all about getting in-ring ready. Ladies and gentlemen, if it's not brash, it's trash. Share, subscribe. Remember, if you want your questions asked on the episode, or if you want your shout-outs or your comments heard, all you can do is share, subscribe, comment, like, and of course, like my official Facebook fan page on Facebook, that's Sean's View In on YouTube. Ask your questions there, and your name and your question could make the air here on the Brazen Sean's View Entertainment, where I will always work to keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated, because it's all about the viewers and the subscribers at the end of the day. And quite frankly, I would not have it any other way, because it's going to be the brash way. More to come. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching another installment